everyone, DJozzh here. Welcome to my review of the OPPO Find X3 Pro. So this is a beautiful, gorgeous flagship device. I'm comparing it here with the iPhone Pro Max. So here you have it side by side. On the one on the right is the OPPO and the one on the left is the iPhone. So they both have a matte coating on glass. But look at the camera module on the OPPO. Rather than having a slab of glass, right, like the iPhone has here, this has a sloping glass to cover the camera module, right? So this is really beautiful. It looks really nice. Yep. And in terms of the camera module, unfortunately the two main lenses still stick out, and the camera is not very symmetrical, right, as compared to what you find on the iPhone, right? So while the iPhone's beauty of design comes from a flat-like glass design, the beauty of the OPPO is it's its beautiful curves. So this is a curved screen, and some of you may not, like me, I'm not fond of curved screens, but I've used this for over a week or so, and I don't have problems with accidental touches and things like that. So they've done the software up pretty good, right? So this guy is rocking a 888 Snapdragon processor, one of the first phones this year to come with a 888, and that means fluid operations, good gaming, and you can see, as I would demonstrate here, right, that there's practically zero lag when it comes to running your apps, scrolling through feeds. You wouldn't have any problems obviously playing games and such. And here are some clips of gaming with this OPPO. With Call of Duty, everything runs at the highest frame rate here, no lag, and it's really a hot day, and this is actually direct sunlight as I record this in my car, and you can see the screen is still very visible. It's a bright screen and it's running at 120 Hz, right? So you see, in comparison with the iPhone, which also has a very nice display, but this one has 120 Hz, whereas the iPhone Pro Max only has 60 Hz refresh rate. So this guy is a really smooth operator, and in terms of performance. Next up are the cameras. So this, as I mentioned earlier about the camera module, the unique thing about this phone is that typically most phones would have a weaker ultra-wide camera. Both the wide and the ultra-wide angle lens is powered by a 50 megapixel camera setup. Yeah, so they both take very good pictures, not just in broad daylight but in low light as well. So they both are powered by the IMX Sony 766 sensor, right? So this smartphone is able to take good night shots, both in wide and ultra-wide shots as well. So it's a very, very good camera setup. The telephoto is a 13 megapixel with a 2x optical zoom. The interesting part about this, that is, as opposed to a useless macro camera, there is a 3 megapixel microscopic camera. Now, this may feel gimmicky to you. You're going to spend more than 4,000 ringgit on this guy, right? And you want something to show off to your friends, kind of stamping the fact that, hey, I just spent a lot of money on this phone and you can do something that no other phone can do. And that microscopic camera gives you a chance to show off its capabilities. So here are some snapshots, and it's really cool because you can take different textures up close. Yeah, something you've never seen before in a smartphone. So talking a bit about the display again, apart from being 120 Hz, this has a billion colors. So this is a billion color display. So you may not be able to tell based on just your normal usage. But what you would get, the effect you would get, that you will see that it's a very vibrant display. The colors are rich. So when you watch videos on this guy, when you look at photos, the colors just all pop out. Colors are gorgeous, they're beautiful. So you're gonna get a beautiful, really beautiful display with this, right? So media consumption is great, playing games are great, taking photos. I was so impressed with the photos that were taken. Now, is this phone for you? It depends. If you're looking for flagship specs, typically when you say flagship, you'll be spending on a Samsung or perhaps an iPhone, right? So if you're willing to cross over from iOS, you're in good company moving to this. Or even if you are used to getting flagship Samsungs, you might want to give OPPO a try. It runs on ColorOS. Won't have much problems with the user interface. Nothing feels clunky here. Everything feels smooth, feels good. This phone is what it is. I would call this a smooth operator, right? So if you're willing to give OPPO a shot, as opposed to your typical flagship stuff. So here's my problem with this phone, right? It's got a unique, powerful camera setup. It's got gorgeous design. It's got a billion colors, a fantastic display. But typically the mentality of people here is that if it's flagship, it's normally a Samsung or an iPhone. Am I going to spend that much money on OPPO? So that's a decision that you have to make. In terms of the phone itself, it is a fantastic phone. It is a phone that you'll be satisfied with. You have no problems with your gaming, no problems with your programs, no problems with the display, and especially no problems with the cameras. The cameras are just so good, right? So this the battery life is okay. It's powered by a typical 4000 plus mAh battery, get you through a day of usage. So I would recommend this if you want to go for a flagship. You might consider the OPPO Find X3 Pro. So I hope you like this short review. So until the next one, this is DJozzh with the OPPO Find X3 Pro. See ya. Please see that you're wrong in this. I don't fall in love 'cause I'm here tonight.